Ricky, do you hear me? Cool.
Welcome back to the Progressive Insurance King of the Motos. This day has been unbelievable. Why not cap off King of the Hammers, the TT Challenge, the UTVs, the Everyman Challenge with one heck of a race. So right now I have the top 5 up on stage. 5th place was David Camm. How did you feel out there? Because it looked hectic to say the least.
Well, I thought I was going to vomit a couple times. It was so hot, gnarly, dusty. I mean, I can't even express how hard this is. It's so difficult, and it's just, I just want to take a nap so bad. So it was awesome. I had a great time though.
Well, you made it through, but how many times have you done this event, and is this the highest finish for you?
This is the highest finish. I did it 2 years ago, and I got 6th. Was my other highest finish. So I'm pumped on being top 5. I'm pumped to be up here, and I got to thank my family for letting me come out and do this, because I work for PCI Race Radios. So I've been here for the whole 2 weeks eating dust. So it was nice to go out and play finally. So I got to thank PCI Race Radios. They're a huge family. I love them, and they have the awesome support from them. So thank you.
Alrighty, in 4th place, the guy who was wrestling with his wheel but had the lead, lost the lead, had the lead back and forth. Colton, we talked about this. You had a little bit of controversy today.
Yeah, it's always a little bit of controversy, King of Motos, I guess. You know, the GPS is hard to navigate, and at 500 feet distance, you think that you're like directly on the course, but you could just be barely off of it, and I guess it was over 50 feet difference, so I got penalized backwards, but, you know, ultimately, I had a good day. I didn't go down, which is a total plus. Yeah, I had some roll with my wheel, but we made it work, and yeah, riding dirt bikes, it's not so bad.
All right, so you came in, as you said, you're not bleeding, you didn't go down, you had to ride, you're not quite as impressive as Andrew Short in Dakar on a rim, but you had no knobbies. You struggled trying to get your other wheel on, you just aborted it. We watched that on the live feed, and you just said, screw it, I ran it, but that thing was bald by the end of that silver lap.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, not having a knobby in the rock wasn't so bad because it's just a grippy tire, but in the sand and the dirt without a knobby, it just spins. It doesn't go anywhere. So you better carry momentum. And so I was trying really hard to keep it in a taller gear. I was working my clutch out there that second loop. So hey, the bike stayed together. Thanks Rockstar Energy, Factory Husqvarna Racing Team, and my mechanic Josh and everybody in my corner. I appreciate it.
Well, we know we're going to see you back here next year because I know you want to be the king of the motos.
Yeah, I've done it twice before, but you know, maybe next year.
You got it. All righty, let's go to third place. That is Manny Lettenbichler. Manny, you were strong all day long. You were out in front. It was great watching you dice back and forth. And then it seemed like you and Cody started to work together a little bit on that second lap.
Yes, we were riding all together. I think we had a good speed going on. It was a really good race. So just made a little mistake in the third lap. It can happen with the navigation. It was really difficult for me. You know, it's first time out there in the desert. So I was like, I had more respect than normal, I would say, like before this race. So I'm glad that it's over. It was a good training, and yeah, it was always nice to race in the US.
Well, you're very young, you're 20 years old, you're a world champion, but this was your first time coming over and running in the desert in this style of rocks. Obviously, you've ran every other style. How was it with the dry and the dust and everything? Was it better or worse than you thought?
Better than I thought. Like when we have been testing on Thursday, I was like, oh my God, it's so difficult to ride out there. But today was actually quite alright. Like it was a good flow, especially the last lap was such a nice lap. So I really enjoyed all the extreme stuff.
Well, awesome. We hope to see you back. And this, what happened to you happened to Cody Webb a couple years ago. He was out in front, dominating the race, and you had a huge lead. Your pit stops were perfect. So we hope to see you back because I know you want to take home that trophy and be the king of the motos.
I'm gonna try it next year. I'm totally.
All right, third place, Manny Lettenbichler. Let's go to third. Let's go to second. Tristan Hart, your tires chunked up. It was a tough day. Give us a little insight because we were going back and forth. You guys were dicing. You and Colton kind of looked like you had a little teamwork going on, but because you were close to each other, but you lost touch with the two front guys right off the bat.
Yeah, we lost touch with the front two, and Colton was like my crew chief out there. I wasn't too good with the GPSs. Every time I went in front of him, I just got lost. So I'm like, I'll just follow Colton. He's got some big computers, and I wasn't very good with GPS. And then on the last lap, I just put the hammer down and felt really good on the last lap.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we were talking, and you work with Destry, and he's kind of helps you with this stuff. Did he give you a little insight of what was going to happen while you were out there?
Yeah, he actually did. He just said, stay calm. It's a long race, and he said, be careful. There's lots of vehicles out there today, and I took it slow for the first 2 laps.
So you got to be stoked. This is your first time here, correct?
Second.
Second time, but your highest finish?
Yep, last 2017 I got 5th.
So obviously we want to have you back. The track was difficult. Nobody made it to the finish. The track, I think, turned out because of the conditions being dry and the dust and everything. I think it slowed it down a little bit more than usual. Will we see you back?
Oh yeah, that was an awesome race. I can't wait to come back.
Alrighty, and now your 2020 Progressive Insurance King of the Motos, the man, the myth, the legend. You've been off for a while, and a new father, Cody Webb. Let's hear it, everybody.
Yeah, it's been honestly super crazy the last couple months. This is pretty much my first race in 10 months since blowing my knee out and having that whole surgery, and then switching teams, new bike, trying to figure that out last minute, and then a little over 2 weeks ago, our son was born, so I'm just I feel lucky right now. Let's be honest, to get the win. We were all charging really hard. The first lap, everyone was just kind of taking turns leading, make a mistake, the other guy get in front, and I kind of didn't make the best decision on tires, but it lasted. But I ran a standard tire just because I knew it would last, and it literally kicked my butt. Like, so the first 2 laps I struggled, and I did all I could to hang with Manny just to stay on his rear wheel. And then that last lap I had a way better tire setup, and I shot up back door and I saw him miss it, and then it was like, okay, well, I know he missed that checkpoint, so I need to make sure that
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome, Red Bull.
So once I saw Manny miss that checkpoint on the final lap, I was like, okay, take your time. Don't mess anything up, because that's going to be a big setback for him. And I lost that way a couple years ago, and it sucks. And Manny definitely outrode me today. I'm trying to come back from an injury, and you think you're good, but you're not race ready until it happens.
Well, and I know as a rider in the past, when you have an injury like that, you're afraid to put it down, but you have to walk away with a lot of confidence with all the dabbing that you had to do. A lot of times carrying 100% of your weight on that knee, so everything feels good. We want to see your hands for one, because we know that's probably the sorest thing on you. So if we take a look, a couple blisters here and there. So, but you've been changing diapers, so we understand they're a little bit soft. But so the leg is 100%.
No, the leg's definitely not 100% still. I'm about almost 8 months out of surgery right now, and the doctor says 12 to 15 months where I'll be 100% feeling normal again. But I definitely feel good enough to ride. There was only one point today where I caught my toe on something, and my knee doesn't bend all the way still, and it yanked the knee a little farther than I wanted to. It was not going to hurt anything, but it did not feel good. And
yeah, when you do that, you think, I just re-broke it. Then all of a sudden the numbness goes away, and you're like, hey, that was kind of a blessing.
Yeah, it's honestly a confidence booster. I obviously I want to win when I come down here, but I knew I'm not as fully prepared as some of the other riders coming into the season, and I'm just honestly thrilled that I just never gave up and kept pushing through it.
You got it. Now you're on a new bike with the Sherco. You got to thank them. And there's other people. Obviously, you got to thank your new baby. You got to thank your wife and all that. But who do you want to thank for being out here?
Yeah, honestly, really excited with the new team, the Factory One Sherco racing team. We, I don't know, their first big race of the year was last weekend, National Enduro, and second and third, 2 podiums, and then I come out here and win this huge race to get the year going. So honestly, the bike's really good. I'm feeling gelling with it. I just need to get my butt back in shape again. And my mechanic did a ton of work, Cody won, leading up to this race. So honestly, the whole team, my mechanic, and then my family drove down, and then my wife at home taking care of the little one.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 Progressive Insurance King of the Motos champion, Cody Webb. Let's hear it. Cody. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be it for the live show. I'm Ricky Johnson. This has been your Progressive Insurance 2020 King of the Motos. Your champion is Cody Webb. Second place is Tristan Hart. Third place, Manny Lettenbichler. It has been one heck of a show. Thank you, Progressive Auto Insurance. Thank you, Progressive Insurance, for supporting the event. It's been one heck of a week. This is RJ. I'm out.